Good evening and welcome to next Yisrael's daily Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. Tonight we are continuing Siman Kuf Nun 450, Hilchos Tznius, laws of modesty, and we're up to Sif Ches. As follows: every man has to visit his wife and be with his wife on the night when she goes to Tvila, and on any night before he goes out on a journey, if he's going away. You may know assuming he's not going for Dvar Mitzvah. So anyone who sees his wife talking to him and made himself look pretty, in order that he'll think about her, he has to be with her even if it's not the time of her uno. And because of that he'll have good children. She claims desires it, literally says it openly, that's considered chutzpah, or he could and then you could say that she's like a harlot and he's not allowed to stay married. Siftet. Even when he's with his wife, he shouldn't intend for his own benefit. Should ideally be like someone who's paying off a debt, as it were. And also he has to be with her. The of his creator, in order he should create children who will be learning in Torah, and keep the mitzvahs. And similarly, if he has intention only for the benefit of the child, Rabbi says, in the first 3 months, then tashmish is difficult for the woman and difficult for the child. And in the middle 3 months, it's difficult for the wife, but it's good for the child. And in the last 3 months, it's good for the woman and it's good for the child. Because by doing tashmish, then the child will come out more easily. And shapidomi, then if that's his intention, then that's also good. And if his intention is that by being with his wife, he will therefore avoid having any desires for sin, because let's say he sees that his Yitzur is getting the better of him and he's beginning to desire things which he's not allowed to have. And also through that, there's also some reward. But it would have been better for him to conquer his Yitzur and push it off. Because we said there's a small limb on a person. If you starve it, then it satisfies. It must be, and if you satisfy it, it becomes hungrier. Someone who has no need for this, but he arouses his desire purely to fulfill his desire, and that's considered the advice of the Yetzer Hara. If you're someone who is able to, be careful not to be with his wife in the middle, at the beginning of the night or the end, but in the middle. He shouldn't touch himself, even if he needs to. Unless he's washed his hands properly. Again, 3 times alternate hands, like it's explained in Siman base. Person not allowed to be with his wife in the streets and in the marketplaces and gardens and orchards. Only in his house. It shouldn't be like an act of harlotry. Sifyud base. If there's a famine in the country, let's say so much so that the grain and food has doubled in price. Even if, let's say, he has food in his house. There's some other serious pain and trouble going on in the city or in the country. Then he's not allowed to be with his wife except for the night of her Tevila. But those who don't have any children, then they're allowed to whenever they can. He shouldn't be with his wife except unless she wants to. So she doesn't want, then he shouldn't be with her. And also he can't force her. And also he shouldn't be with his wife if he hates her or she hates him. The Omalei, where she said is I don't want you. Even if at that moment she does want to be with him. If he's decided to divorce her, but she doesn't know about it yet. Even let's say he doesn't hate her, but he still decided to divorce her, then it's forbidden to be with her. Also, he's not allowed to be with her when she's fully asleep. And also he shouldn't be with her when he or she is drunk. If people who are guests, they're not allowed to be together. But if his hosts have set aside a house for him and his wife, then it's permitted. As long as they're not sleeping on the sheets belonging to the balabais. Sif Tesva. From the ways of refuah, for medical reasons, shouldn't be with his wife when he is full or when he's hungry. Only when food has had time to digest a bit. So it's standing up. Not sitting down. Not on the day when he goes to the bathhouse. Not on the day when he has a bloodlet. Not on the day when he goes or comes back from a journey which he went on foot. Nor the day before or after. They shouldn't be together on a bed where there's a child at their feet. If the child is less than a year old. Because she is from basic kisse kavua, and if someone comes out of a toilet, shouldn't do anything until after at least an hour. And Isha Minika, if the wife is breastfeeding, she should only be with the husband when the child is sleeping. And after being together, she shouldn't feed the child till at least two thirds of an hour. In Lok Shatinik both unless the child is actually crying. Sifid Zain. Shich Bazera he koach haguf amorehinayim. Shich Bazera is considered the strength of the person and the light of his eyes. When too much comes out, haguf kala, the body becomes weakened, v'chayav odin and loses his life. V'chala shata pivi'ila, anyone who's steeped in beer, zikna kofetz, the love becomes older quicker, v'chocha tasha should be weaker, v'enach cares, will lose his sight, no different piv, and like bad breath, the sarosha, v'gavas enav, v'usei enav noshrim, and his hair and his eyebrows and his eyelashes will shrivel, the sar zikna, v'shechia, v'sar raglav, rova, and his beard and his bodily hair will become weaker, v'shinav noshras, his teeth will shrivel, v'habek, even chutz me'elibom, and many other illnesses and problems besides these will come against him. Amul Chachmei wrote from the expert doctor said, Echor me'elef meis mishar chalaim, 1 in 1,000 will die of some other disease, v'elef and the other 1,000 merov tashmish will die as a result of too much tashmish, but bichach tzorach adam lezar, therefore a person has to be careful. Okay, have a good evening.